Hey guys, I'm Kevin from Extreme Terrain, and this is my product review for the Red Rock 4x4 Rock Crawler rear bumper. The bumper looks good. It's a nice tubular design, and it looks pretty tough. Here's a couple of things that I want to mention. It's a simple bolt-in, and it's got some features like a 2-inch receiver. However, you got to look close. If you're going to use your 2-inch receiver for towing, there's some things I want to point out that maybe this bumper is not the best thing for you. Having said that, it's a cool look. We've got a plastic bumper on our J case. This one, not plastic. It's a lot stronger than the factory one, and it's a simple installation. This bumper fits 2007 to 2016 Wrangler-style Jeeps, and it's an upgrade. Let's face it, it's a nice upgrade, and for not a whole lot of money. We'll talk about price later, but let's talk about the bumper. It's got a wrinkle black powder coat and an interesting tube design. It's got a secondary tube out here that can actually absorb some impact. I'm going to call this the primary tube that follows the line of the body. All in all, it's a nice looking piece. It's not just about a cool design, which it is. It's also got some function built in. You've got nice departure angles here because this is so open. And this tube here doesn't wrap quite as tight as the factory bumper did. So again, you can accommodate a larger wheel and tire here. So if you're looking to upgrade your bumper for something that looks cool and gives you a little bit of function off-road and on-road, you got a dual-purpose rig, this might be a good investment for you at about $350. And it's a very simple installation, takes the place of the factory bumper. 4 bolts, Bob's your uncle, it's in. The directions will tell you about 2 hours for installation, including disassembly of the stock bumper. But with Jeff, who's seen a few JKs, we shaved about half of that off. The factory-style receiver bolts to the rear fully boxed cross member and is very strong because it's essentially a part of the frame. Unfortunately, it has to be removed because it's going to interfere with the fit of the new bumper. Since the Rock Crawler bumper slides into the frame pockets, it can be a one-guy install, but it's best to have a buddy just to be safe. Now, obviously, this is a no-drill installation and comes with all the hardware you need. Installed onto the back of this JK, there's an immediate transformation to a much tougher look, and it is tougher. It's going to protect you way better than the plastic bumper just by the virtue that it's tube steel. There's great protection for the exhaust system, and right here, it's a good distance away from the bodywork, so on impact, if you do wheel with this thing and it gets stuffed up in, it's probably not going to come into contact with your sheet metal. Right here, this is important. Above the receiver, we've got a couple of inches here. This is a 35, so we could probably easily accommodate a 37. Right around here, I particularly like the way this fits. Yes, it's tapered up for good departure, but right here, we've got unlimited wheel and tire size choices here. It's way far away from the quarter panel and the tire. But as I'm looking at it, I want to bring your attention to something right here. If you look closely here, the weld quality is not so great. You know, it's powder coat, it's not going to rust, and it's not going to come apart, so does it really matter? I don't know. For my $350, I want to see a little bit nicer welds. But the receiver really kind of bugs me in the fact that it's not a towing bumper. It's not tied into that last cross member like the stock receiver. So unless you're hauling a bike rack or a very light trailer, it's not a towing bumper. And in the case of recovery, a lot of guys use a double hook right here in the receiver and use that for a recovery point, but if you're really jammed in and really stuck, you've got a good chance of damaging the bumper and remaining stuck. So don't ask it to do too much and you're not going to be disappointed with this bumper. Overall, it's a great value. It's a great look. I like it. Would I use it on my hardcore wheeler? No, I don't think I would. For a dual-purpose rig that I take out every once in a while and go on some gymkhanas and some nice, easy trail rides, yeah, this is a good bumper. This is a good value. So that's my product review of the Red Rock 4x4 Rock Crawler rear bumper. You can pick one up at extremeterrain.com.